Namaste, dear children. Here I am back with my second video of Chapter 2, Class 9th Physical Features of India. In my previous video, I have explained you about the formation of the Himalayas, formation of the northern plains. We have read about convergent plates and boundaries. So now in this chapter, we are taking major physical features of India or major physiographic features of India. Physiographic means the physical, the natural features of India. And the physiographic division are the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the peninsular plateau, the great Indian desert, the coastal plains and the islands groups. So let's take our first physical division, the Himalayan mountains or the Himalayas. The Himalayas. बेटा आपको हिमालय का मतलब पता है क्या होता है? हिम प्लस आलय, हिम का घर, अबोर्ड ऑफ स्नो, जहां स्नो परमानेंट कवर रहे उसे हिमालय कहते हैं. Himalayas makes the northern border of India. These are young fold mountains. Why they are called fold mountains? This I have told you in my previous video, that why they are called young fold mountains? Because they are young in comparison to other features on the earth. They are formed recently in comparison to other features on the earth. Fold because they are formed by the convergent movement of the plates, and due to the fold they rose up and they are formed as mountains. Now let's take their characteristics. Himalayas run from west to east, either we can say from J&K to Arunachal Pradesh or from river Indus to river Brahmaputra. River Brahmaputra. It is in the shape of arc. This length of Himalayas is 2400 kilometer, 2400 kilometer, and the width of the Himalayas varies between 400 kilometer to 150 kilometer. So this you have to learn. 2400 kilometer length and 400 kilometer to 150 kilometer is the width. Himalayas are divided into three parallel ranges. The northernmost range, the Great Himalayas. Second range is the Lesser Himalayas. And the third range is Shivaliks. Now let's take these ranges one by one. We must know minimum three features of each range. First range, which is the northernmost range. तो फर्स्ट फीचर तो बेटा यही हो गया. इसका नाम क्या है बेटा? द ग्रेट हिमालयाज. द ग्रेट हिमालयाज. और इसका दूसरा नाम क्या है? हिमाद्री. इसका भी मतलब वही है, हिम से ढकी हुई. ये तो सब. तो फर्स्ट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या हो गई ग्रेट हिमालयाज की? इट इज द northernmost range of the Himalayas. It is called Himadri also. Number 2, all the important peaks, important means which are the highest peaks. It is Mount Everest or Kanchenjunga or Nanda Devi or here Namcha Barwa, or all these important peaks lie in the Great Himalayas. All high peaks. Their average height is above 6,000 meters above sea level. All the peaks, average height is above 6,000 meters. So these three characteristics we will write for Great Himalayas. It is the northernmost range, average height 6,000 meters. It consists of all important peaks like Mount Everest, like Kanchenjunga, Namcha Barwa, Nanda Devi, etc. The second range of the Himalayas is the Lesser Himalayas. the lesser Himalayas, or they are called Himachal. Same characteristics in the same way. They lie, the lesser Himalayas lie to the south of Great Himalayas. Number two, their average height is 3700 to 4500 meters above sea level. This range consists of all important hill stations. All important hill stations like Shimla, Darjeeling, Mussoorie, all these important hill stations lie in this lesser Himalayas. Third range of the Himalayas is Shivaliks. Shivaliks or foothills of the Himalayas. Shivaliks is the southernmost range of the Himalayas. सबसे पहले इनकी लोकेशन बता देंगे. Southernmost range of the Himalayas. Their average height is 900 to 1100 meters above sea level. Shivaliks is the most unconsolidated range of the Himalayas. Very much prone to earthquake. All the states which lie in this Shivaliks belt, they lie in seismic zone, prone to earthquake, and lot of erosion takes place here at the foot of the Himalayas. There are longitudinal valleys between the Shivaliks and the lesser Himalayas. These are called dunes. Dunes, what are dunes? Dunes और valley में क्या difference है? Valley is the space between two mountains. There is V-shaped valley. But dunes are longitudinal valleys. Longitudinal valleys lying between Shivaliks and lesser Himalayas are called dunes, and one of the famous example of dunes is Dehradun. Dehradun, Kotli Dun, these are some dunes which lie between Shivaliks and lesser Himalayas. So this was beta the north to south division of the Himalayas. Now we will take west to east division of the Himalayas. Himalayas again in the form of the arch. So from west to east, Himalayas are divided into 4 divisions. These divisions of the Himalayas are demarcated by the rivers. The westernmost river from river Indus to river Satluj is Punjab Himalayas. पंजाब हिमालयाज भी बोलते हैं इनको, J&K Himalayas भी बोलते हैं इनको. So this area between Indus to Satluj is Punjab Himalayas or Kashmir Himalayas. Next from Satluj to Kali, river Kali, यहाँ पर river लिखेंगे, river Satluj to river Indus to river Satluj, river Satluj to river Kali. River Kali is Kumaon Himalayas. Kumaon Himalayas. Okay. Next from river Kali to river Tista. River Tista is Nepal Himalayas. Nepal Himalayas. Then from Tista to river Dihang. River Dihang is Assam Himalayas. So beta, we must remember the names of these rivers in sequence, and then we can write this longitudinal division of the Himalayas. So let's take the first letter of these rivers and make a mnemonic for our quick and easy learning. I for Indus, Satluj, Kali, Tista and Dihang. Dihang is a tributary of Brahmaputra. इसके लिए क्या निमोनिक है? इस सोमवार को तांडव दिखाएंगे. ये याद रखना. इस इज आई फॉर इंडस, सोमवार फॉर सतलज, को मतलब काली, तांडव मतलब तिस्ता, दिखाएंगे इज फॉर दिहांग. So this is west to east division of the Himalayas. Don't get confused. बस division of the Himalayas देखा और आंसर नहीं लिखना है बेटा. कौन सा division? North south division. Then we will write 3 parallel ranges. And if it is west to east division or longitudinal division, then it is with the help of these दिस निमोनिक इस सोमवार को तांडव दिखाएंगे. कोई जरूरत नहीं है सेंटेंस लिखने की. अगर सिंपल क्वेश्चन आता है व्हाट इज वेस्ट टू ईस्ट डिवीजन ऑफ द हिमालयाज, एक हिमालयन रेंज बनाओ और कोशिश करो यहाँ पर आप हिमालयाज दूर दूर लिख ही दो, जिससे कि वो क्लियर भी रहेगा हिमालयाज. और विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस लॉन्गिट्यूडनल लाइन्स रिवर दिखा दो और बीच में लिख दो. कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं है सेंटेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन की. यू हैव रिटन ऑल द कीवर्ड्स इन दिस डायग्राम. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज द north eastern part of the Himalayas, the extreme northeast of the Himalayas, where Himalayas are not in the form of range. Himalayas in northeast take a sharp bend, and these hills, they break into hills. These hills are, इस तरफ लिखती हूँ मैं, पटकाई बम. याद रखना बेटा स्पेलिंग नहीं, सॉरी, इनका पीक्स का हिल्स का नाम पटकाई बम, नागा हिल्स एंड मीजो hills. These, they turn to south and divide into 3 hills. पटकाई बम, यहाँ पर नागालैंड स्टेट है, वहाँ इनका नाम नागा हिल्स हो गया. जहाँ मिजोरम है वहाँ पर इनका नाम मीजो हिल्स हो गया. These hills or this northeastern part of the Himalayas is known as Purvanchal, because Purv means east. Purvanchal. This Purvanchal, these 6 hills, they make the northeastern boundary of India. They make the eastern boundary or northeastern boundary of India. These hills are made of sandstone. They are thickly under the dense forest. So this is the northeastern part of India, where the Himalayas are known as Purvanchal. So we have finished with the Himalayan mountains. Now the second physiographic division of India, the northern plains. The northern plains are one of the most fertile plains of the world. Very, very fertile, because we know that how they were formed from bottom to top by the deposition of sediments. So they are very fertile. So what is the location of northern plains? Northern plains lies to the south of the Himalayas. They lie to the south of the Himalayas, and most interesting, their length is also same as the length of the Himalayas, 2400 kilometers. Same length as the Himalayas. They lie immediately to the south of the Himalayas. Their width varies between 320 to 240 kilometers. Their width is, this is the length and this is the width. The width keeps varying. Somewhere it is 240 kilometers, somewhere it is 320 kilometers. This fertile plain, the northern plains, they are formed by the deposition of sediments brought down by 3 major rivers. These 3 major rivers in the west are Indus and its tributaries. River Indus and its tributaries. In the center is Ganga and its tributaries. In the east, it is Brahmaputra and its tributaries. So the northern plain is formed by the deposition of sediments brought down by these 3 big rivers, Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra, and their tributaries. Okay, So this plain is so fertile that farming is the main occupation of the people living in this northern plains. Okay, as we know, we will not take this in detail. We have already done this in previous of our junior classes, that rivers have three courses: one on the mountain, one when it is on the plains, and the third course is when it is about to meet the sea. So when the rivers come from the mountains, they originate from the Himalayas. When they come on this northern plains, their speed suddenly reduces due to लेस स्लोप कम होने के कारण यहाँ जो रिवर्स यहाँ पर फ्लो करती हैं, देयर स्पीड रिड्यूसेस एंड दे स्टार्ट डिपॉजिटिंग देयर सेडिमेंट्स. सो दिस सेडिमेंट्स deposition becomes so high in the lower course. This is the lower. Suppose we take the example of Ganga. Ganga originates like this and then it moves throughout, and here the Ganga is about to enter Bangladesh. Near the sea, where the river is about to meet the sea, the amount of sediments becomes so high that the river start depositing its sediments within its course. For example, this is river Ganga and there are islands within the course of the river, because the volume of sediments is very high. The sediments get deposited in between the course of the river. These are called riverine islands. Riverine islands. Okay. So रिवराइन आइलैंड्स में यहाँ पर पूरे गांव के गांव बस जाते हैं. एक बहुत फेमस आइलैंड है माजुली आइलैंड. माजुली इन river Brahmaputra. It is the largest riverine island in the world, which is in between the course of river Brahmaputra. So this type of structure we can see in the lower courses of the river when the river is about to meet the sea. So before the river meets the sea, river divides into small channels. Suppose this is river. River divides into small channels before meeting the sea. Why it divides into small channels? Due to lack of slope. स्लोप नहीं है और उसके पास इतना सारा सेडिमेंट्स है. पूरे सेडिमेंट्स को लेकर एक सिंगल लाइन में समुद्र में मिलना इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर द रिवर. सो एट द एंड वेयर द रिवर इज अबाउट टू मीट द सी, यहाँ पहुँचते पहुँचते रिवर के पास इतना सेडिमेंट होता है कि वो जहाँ उसको स्लोप मिलता है उसका थोड़ा सा पानी उस तरफ को चल देता है. पतली चैनल्स, यहाँ स्लोप मिला यहाँ को चल दिया, और ये ऑल द स्मॉल चैनल्स दे डिपॉजिट देयर सेडिमेंट्स ऑन इट्स साइड्स. अपने अपने साइड में डिपॉजिट करते जाते हैं. दीज चैनल्स are called distributaries. What are these channels called? Distributaries. And this roughly triangular shape area which is formed at the mouth of the river is called delta. So delta is a triangular shape area which is formed at the mouth of the river before meeting the sea. All the sediments, we can give example of distributary. River Hooghly. River Hooghly is one of the distributary of river Ganga, and tributaries के तो बहुत example है बेटा. Okay. Then now the division of the northern plains. It is believed that plain is an area without any slope, but still on the basis of relief, on the basis of slight जो स्लोप है नदर्न प्लेन्स में, वी हैव डिवाइडेड नदर्न प्लेन्स इनटू 4 डिविजन्स. These 4 divisions of northern plains on the basis of relief are Bhabar, Tarai, Bhangar and Khadar. These are four divisions of the northern plains on the basis of relief. What is Bhabar? As the river coming from the mountain reaches the plains, suddenly the slope reduces. कहाँ पहाड़ों से रिवर टम्बल डाउन होके आ रही है, लुढ़कती पुढ़कती विद ऑल द सेडिमेंट्स, big boulders, stones, gravels, everything. The river, suppose this wall is a mountain and river is coming like this. Because of slope, the speed of the river is very high and it is coming with all sediments. Suddenly the river comes on the plain area and slope vanishes. Slope कहाँ चला गया? अब river क्या करेगी? It deposits its all big sediments, the boulders, stones, बड़े वाले, at the foot of the mountain. सब वहीं उसको छोड़ना पड़ता है क्योंकि उसकी स्पीड अचानक से कम हो जाती है और स्पीड कम होते ही it cannot carry all the sediments along with it. जो थोड़ा बहुत sediment होता है, जो छोटा होता है, pebbles, gravel, sand, silt, it goes with the river, but all the big boulders, they get deposited at the foothills of the mountains, and this belt, the amount of sediments becomes so huge that river disappears. यहाँ पर रिवर दिखना बंद हो जाती है क्योंकि रिवर जब माउंटेन से नीचे आएगी तो वो स्प्रेड हो जाती है, पर ऊपर से तो वो एक थोड़े से एरिया में आ रही थी बिकॉज ऑफ द स्लोप ऑफ द माउंटेन. As it reaches the plains, the river spreads and amount of sediments is so huge that it disappears in this belt, and this belt is known as Bhabar. So Bhabar is the belt which is just parallel to the foot of the Himalayas, to the width of 8 to 16 kilometer is Bhabar, to the south of the Himalayas, where the river deposits all the sediments, not all the sediments, but the bigger one, the huge one. Sediments and river disappears in this belt. This area earlier was under dense forest, rich in wildlife and very densely forested area. But now, slowly and steadily, as we need more land for agriculture, this Bhabar area is now being converted into agricultural fields. To the south of Bhabar, river again reappears. आगे जाके रिवर दोबारा दिखने लगती है because there the amount of sediments are lesser than Bhabar, and this belt is called Tarai, which is again a very, very fertile from this agriculture point of view. Tarai has all the sediments, so this belt is also now under agriculture. We have forest also, ये नहीं कि हमने पूरी तरह clear कर दिया, but we are clearing this area because it is very fertile and availability of water. Now, what is Bhangar and Khadar? Bhangar and Khadar is the division of alluvial soil. You know what is alluvial? Sediments. The deposition of sediments is alluvium. The soil which is formed by the deposition of sediments or alluvium is known as alluvial soil. Alluvial. अगर इसको हम alluvium कर दें, m लिख दूंगे तो वो बन जाएगा sediments. The soil which is formed by deposition of alluvium is called alluvial soil. Okay. So on the basis of age, we have divided this soil into two parts, Bhangar and Khadar. Bhangar and Khadar. आपको एक नंबर में पूछ सकते हैं. On what basis alluvial soil is divided into two types? On the basis of their age. Bhangar is old alluvial soil and Khadar is new alluvial soil. This is the main difference. इसको उल्टा नहीं कर देना. अधिकतर बच्चे क्या करते हैं, यहाँ old, यहाँ new, यहाँ old कर देते हैं. तो Bhangar is old alluvial soil, Khadar is new alluvial soil. जो old होती है ये soil बहुत fertile है. It is one of the most fertile soil. the most fertile soil of India. लेकिन on the basis of age, when we have divided into old and new, इसका second difference क्या है? It is comparatively. Comparatively word बहुत जरूरी है, नहीं तो आप लिख दोगे इट इज लेस फर्टाइल तो ये रॉन्ग हो जाएगा, क्योंकि एलुवियल तो बहुत फर्टाइल होती है. तो इट इज कंपैरेटिवली लेस फर्टाइल. किसके कंपैरिजन में? खादर के कंपैरिजन में. एंड दिस इज वेरी फर्टाइल. खादर is very fertile. Soil particles of Bhangar are little coarse. You can feel like they are coarse particles. Khadar soil is very, very fine and soft. That is why more fertile. Bhangar is found away from the river valleys. नदी के थोड़ा दूर चली गई है ये soil. ये जो है ये नई बनी हुई soil है, new है, तो it is found close to the river valleys. So we have read three main difference between Bhangar and Khadar. First of all, you should know on what basis we have divided alluvial soil into two groups on the basis of age. Bhangar and Khadar. Now the difference is Bhangar is old alluvial soil, Khadar is new alluvial soil. It is comparatively less fertile, it is very fertile, soil particles are coarse, soil particles are fine, they are found away from the river valleys, they are found close to the river valleys. Okay, so with this beta we have finished the two main features of India, the Himalayan mountains and the northern plains. So in this video I will conclude myself with these two physical divisions of India, and in my next we will do the rest of physical division. Hope beta you have understood in detail the Himalayas and the northern plains. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.